Welcome back to another video, guys. I'm Blaze 2K, and what we're about to watch together will blow your socks off. Get ready for the video reveal of the Lenovo Legion Go. Let's watch together right now. This thing's going to be a game changer, guys. Forget the ROG Ally. 100. No! No! Hold on. I need to rewind. Okay, you know what? We're just gonna go back to the start, and we'll go back and digest this afterwards. Let's watch the trailer. Sorry. .8 inch, 144 hertz. Looks as comfortable as a Steam Deck. Ryzen Z1 series processor, let's go. Xbox Game Pass. Starfield. Ghostwire Tokyo. Touchpads. Removable controls. 8.8-inch display. Oh, that's kind of cool, huh? Up to 2 terabyte micro SD storage. Wow. Wow. Whisper quiet fan, icy cool thermals. Ooh, okay. Gyroscopic gaming with the removable detachable Joy-Cons. I'm calling them Joy-Cons. Go non-stop. Game longer with 49.2 watt-hour battery and lightning fast charging. Oh my god. Legion glasses, AR glasses to go with them, so they're going to be like the N-Real Airs. X-Real Air, sorry. I did a review. Go check my review for those. Oh, wow. Lenovo Legion Go. Woo! Oh my god. There's a lot to digest there. Now, if you want to go and see a little bit more about the specifications and maybe just like the inputs, this thing has a lot of inputs. It's got a freaking scroll wheel in the back. It's got like 8 inputs. 4 in the back, 2 on the side, and obviously your 2 on each side of the top. A lot of inputs on this thing. Go watch my old video. We sort of analyzed all the inputs, and now we're getting a little bit more information about the display this thing is going to use, and it's looking like it's going to be a game changer. 8.8 inch. Now, I've been talking about this, how I think 8 inch is going to be the standard going forward now for displays on handheld gaming PCs, like, you know, like the Lenovo Legion Go, like the perhaps the next ROG Ally, next Steam Deck. 8 inches is the sweet spot right now. Just an inch bigger than the current Steam Deck display. If they just shrink down those bezels, this thing's packing an 8.8 inch Quad HD Plus display. Don't get me started about why I think that could be a little bit overkill. Quad HD Plus on a handheld, is it needed? No. Am I probably going to run games still at 1080p? Yes. Hopefully we don't get too much visual degradation when we downscale the game, but obviously with FSR and everything upscaling, you know, I don't think it's going to make much of a difference. But the fact is, it's going to have 144 hertz variable refresh rate and an 8.8 inch display. This thing is going to be incredible. And just think of the removable joysticks here. Let me turn off the audio here, and look at the size of it. So what? Look, edge to edge display, almost barely any bezel. This is what we've been asking for. It's got the touchpad, which we've also been asking for. Dare I say it, I think 2 touchpads, you know, I like the 2 touchpads on the Steam Deck, but do we need 2? Probably not. They include one on this one, and they also include a bunch of different inputs on the back as well. And we'll take a look at that again real fast. If you look at a pause here, I don't know if you can see it very clearly, but there's a little scroll wheel here, and there's basically two inputs either side here, just like the Steam Deck has. And what you can't see from this image or this angle, there's actually two side buttons on the sides of the grips here. And what I do like about this is that it's got a similar design to the Steam Deck here. It's got those really big handles on the side. Now, at first I thought I wouldn't like those with the Steam Deck, but over time I've started to really appreciate them, just for an ergonomic standpoint, about how comfortable it feels to hold over long periods of gaming. And not only that, it has one thing that a Steam Deck doesn't have, and that is a kickstand built in, just like the Nintendo Switch OLED. It seems to have a lot of good cooling capabilities. We're going to have upward firing speakers, I believe, or yeah, upward firing speakers. So I do like front-facing speakers. Look at the ROG Ally. The audio's incredible on that with those front-firing speakers. Some other handhelds have downward-firing speakers, and they're not that great. So yeah, we'll see how the audio situation is, but my goodness. Now, one thing I'm concerned about is these detachable controllers here. Now, that is a lot of space. That's a lot of space. You could have maybe packed in more stuffing. You could have packed in a bigger battery in that space. You could have ramped out or extended the motherboard and put a lot of crucial components in there. So I'm concerned a little bit about cooling, and just, you know, how cramped the motherboard and everything is in, since it's basically all fitting inside that tablet portion, and the controllers are just, well, they are controllers, right? But it looks fantastic. That display, this thing, I think, is really going to be, I really have nothing bad to say about it, frankly. I hope it has, one thing this thing is likely going to have as well, that a lot of people are probably not going to be talking about, and that is the fact it's going to use USB-C 4, which is going to allow you to use an external graphics amplifier, your own graphics amplifier, not a proprietary one like ROG, like Asus have included on theirs. I would like to see two USB-C ports, one on the bottom, one on the top, but I feel, I have the sneaky suspicion we're only going to get one, and obviously the micro SD slot. Whether this thing's upgradable with, as far as NVMe SSDs go, I sure hope so. I think that'd be great. I think going on every other competitor now, I think they're not going to be soldering on the SSD. I surely hope not. We've got the audio jack at the top, volume, power button. I'm hoping that's a fingerprint sensor, but look at that. So if you were a fan of the Switch and the detachable Joy-Cons on the Switch, you're going to really love this thing, and obviously you're going to be able to use that gyroscope for assisted aiming and everything like that. This looks fantastic, and that screen, the screen, Quad HD plus, 144 hertz with variable refresh rate, edge to edge, 8.8 inches. This thing is going to be a game changer. This could dethrone the Steam Deck as far as hardware goes, and just ergonomics. As far as ergonomics, the amount of inputs it includes, including touchpad. I hope they include Hall sensors, joysticks. That would just be the cherry on the cake for me. And I hope Microsoft is subsidizing this, and I've got a feeling they are, because they're really pushing Game Pass here. And as we know, Microsoft and Asus partnered up on the ROG Ally, and the reason why they were able to get it down to such an affordable price point, comparable to the Steam Deck, or at least the top tier Steam Deck, is, I think, because they have some sort of partnership agreement with Xbox. And I think Xbox, Phil Spencer's already said it. He said at Gamescom, he's like blown away when he holds the ROG Ally in his hands, the fact he can play all his Xbox Game Pass games, his entire library on the go, anywhere, and just carry on where you left off, on the console, on his gaming PC, whatever, right? That's the beauty of these handheld gaming PCs. Now, I noticed they've shown Starfield on here. Now, we know Starfield's coming out early September, I believe September 6th, right? I'm looking forward to playing that. I cannot wait to play. I'm going to be playing on Game Pass. Why? I mean, I got a couple of months free Game Pass Ultimate with the ROG Ally, so I might as well try it, right, on Game Pass. So I wonder how well Game Pass is going to run. I think there's a lot of concern right now about whether these handheld consoles are going to be able to handle Starfield. I know my wife has been a little bit worried about it. And I will say, someone commented in one of my other videos saying, you always go on about your wife plays. I'm sorry, she's my best friend, all right? We share all the same hobbies. You know, me and her talk about games, talk about this stuff a lot behind the scenes. So I can't help but like mention things we've talked about. And so you know who you are. So yeah, up to 2 terabytes of micro SD storage. I'm hoping that SSD is going to be upgradable. I'm feeling I'm feeling like they're going to go with like a base storage of like 512. And like I said, I hope it's upgradable, because after having the 2 terabyte NVMe SSD upgrade in my Steam Deck, I just can't help but want that and everything, you know. In fact, I've been more likely to pick up my Steam Deck lately just because of the storage situation, about having 2 terabyte SSD and a terabyte micro SD on top of that. So I'm going to quit rambling. Let me know what you think in the comments. In fact, let me pause and let me show you the inputs really fast that we covered in our previous video. Bear with me. Now, before we take a look and analyze the photos really fast at the end of the video, I believe the price has been leaked $799.99. This is courtesy of Dexerto, so it's going to cost $800. That is a little bit pricey. But when we consider all the specifications on this thing, obviously, it seems reasonable. And when you compare it to certain Asian handhelds from GPD and INEO, it seems pretty reasonable. And it's going to have an alleged release date of September 1st, and I'm inclined to believe that it is going to be very soon, at least before the end of the year. Not sure if it's going to be September 1st, because that is like literally a couple of days away, and that would blindside us, because this is still like the trailer we just watched was leaked. The specifications and the images that we saw from Windows Report were leaked, and there's been no official announcement as of yet. So for a potential release date in a couple of days, you know, they want to hype this thing up, I'd imagine. So I'm surprised if it would. I would be really surprised if it was to release in a couple of days. So here is the console, and if we zoom into this little image here, we'll be able to analyze this. So like I was saying, 4 inputs on the back, it looks like, or at least 2 on the left controller, perhaps 2 or 1 on this side, with a scroll wheel, detachable Joy-Con, or detachable controllers, of course, touchpad, a bunch of inputs. And now that we know that that's an 8.8-inch display, 144 Hz Quad HD, that's just nuts. Like I said, I don't think you're going to be running many games at Quad HD, or you're going to want to run them at Quad HD. I think we're going to be using a lot of upscaling technology to try and get this thing looking crisp. But beautiful device, cannot wait to get my hands on it. This could be a game changer. This could be the winner of Windows gaming PC handhelds of 2023, perhaps 2024 too, depending on what Valve do with the Steam Deck. I think Asus and Valve are more focused on price point. I think this is like a very premium version of those that's also within grasp of being affordable. Certainly not no $1,500 like some other companies, but it packs in a lot, and I'm excited to get my hands on it. Let me know in the comments, guys, what you think. Would you pay $800 for this? Would you pay $800? And when do you think it's coming out? And are you going to buy one, more importantly? I'm Blaze2K, and if you love handheld gaming, please click that subscribe button down below. Hit the bell icon so you get notified. We try and post videos about handhelds and tech and stuff every single day on this channel. And come join us for the ride. Anyways, I'm Blaze. Take care. I love you and I appreciate you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.